Okay, I am going to turn this down. Hopefully it is not playing super loud. But hey, you guys, your girl G here. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little minute, I know. Your girl's been out of commission, and when I say out of commission, I mean silk. Y'all, I kind of go through these phases, not only with having IBS, but just gastro issues and just other issues. I'm not gonna lie, my health's been concerning me a little bit lately. I've kind of been having like these flare-ups, but literally like the past 3 days, y'all, it's been a struggle for your girl. And I have a what's it called, a pap smear. I had to reschedule and I missed it, and I'm really upset at myself, low-key. I had to reschedule it till next month, or like a few weeks from now. But y'all just throw some prayers out there. That's all I'm gonna say. I just, everybody take care of your health. Always do your checkups. If you don't got that, you got nothing else. But I couldn't really come to you guys with the videos amidst all this madness, because I've literally been freaking out of commission. Like, I can't keep food down. Starving but can't eat, and then there's nothing worse than when you have to like throw up, but like ain't no up to throw. Like, that's what, and then your stomach start hurt. It's just too much. You just be like, Lord, just if this is the light, like I don't want to, but damn, like Jesus. But and that nauseous feeling where it's just like stuck in your chest, I'll spare you the details. But like, y'all, I was hurt city, so I decided I'll just be the one. I'm out here swinging around waiting to pick up my brother to get a little bit of fresh air, because I was just like cooped in my room all day, just trying to like keep my head up. So you guys, I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes to my mind, all the things I've been seeing on social media as I've been cooped up, just watching everything and just see what's been happening. But y'all, let me find out first. What we need to talk about though is we finna have an AKA president? Is we finna have a woman with a grease scalp for president? Like, everybody is, when I saw that Joe Biden dropped, y'all, I was half asleep in my game room. That was the funny part. I remember seeing, how they do like the little political, let me turn this car off so I ain't wasting gas. You know how they do those like political, like little like those little like rotors at the bottom where they put like just information, or if like on MTV there'll be like MTV news, update or whatever. And so I was like half asleep in the game room, and I just remember like peeping my eye and seeing like the little scroll at the bottom. It said Harris for president. It was like VP Harris for president. And I was like, when you be in and out, half sleep, half up, and I just went back to sleep. And then when I woke up, I saw Biden, senile ass, dropped out, and Kamala was for president. And I was like, everyone was like, just like, we got right back to that feeling of my president is black, my Lambo blue. Okay. It just, y'all, regardless, at least for me, regardless of if Biden was like, even if he had, I was still gonna vote. We all knew, regardless, even though we don't trust Biden, like, we just gonna have to vote for him, because Trump is all about money and himself. Unfortunately for the people who, follow him, he's kind of got like that cult following where even though they're saying that this man is a pedophile, like he a pedo, he's been convicted of like felonies, like all the stuff that's on his background, they would not stand for with it. Hillary, lock her up. But now where's the lock him up at? I'm confused. I'm Confucius, right? So it's just like the way that people at that, her being, a melanated woman, we already know how this is gonna go, and we've already seen a little bit of how, people are already attacking her. Y'all, Kamala was a little bit of a baddie back in the day. And honestly, somebody posted that. They were like, y'all trying to bring up Kamala history. Honestly, it's making me like her even more. Y'all, I know I don't see, I'll post it here if I find it again. But y'all, Kamala was a little okay. And they talking about she slept her way to the top. I mean, at least it was consensual. Like, when we sit here talking about, Trump side, the red side, at least it was consensual. Like, y'all really is just like, they're tapped. Like, the people on Trump's side are seriously tapped. But yeah, she had on like this little white, back in the day, those slip dresses was in. That real like silk satin look. She was with Montel. I had no idea. And so, yeah, like, and then Kamala had a French roll in one picture. I said, okay, Cam. For the people sitting there really trying to get upset at me, I said, look, you really trying to have me make a decision between KKK or AKA, right? You trying to have me make a decision between press and curl or pitchforks. Is that what you wanted me to do? You want me to not even go for the perm and press and roll, like the press and curl. You what I know, what I grew up with, which I can't wait to get when I get to New York. Ooh, y'all, when I go to New York, I go get that Dominican hair wash. Okay, if you're from New York, you know, like, it just is what it is. Get that Dominican wash, and they just get, oh Lord, my scalp, I can feel it in my scalp already. And when you feel that breeze from your scalp just being so clean. Anyways, how did I get a what was I talking about? Dominican, and then hair wash. Damn, what were you talking about, y'all? Oh, Kamala, y'all, you know, like, she we know that. We know press and curl. We know perm rods. We don't want to deal with pitchforks no more. We already see, which is another topic we'll talk about next, I think her name was Sonia Masses or something like that. I hope I get her name correctly. I think it was that. It was either Sonia or Sonia or something like that, Masses. But it's like, here we go we got the police, you know, coming and that situation, and it's just kind of like, I am just, here we go for round umpteenth. I don't know how many times. I know when it's political season, it's for black people, it's just like having to deal with the flare up of like the coonery, and not only the coonery, but like the buffoonery with the white folk. Like, you really start seeing people lose their mind, or really, no, not really lose their mind. What really is like, you really just start to be a little bit more observant of people's, like, when they do start talking about, like, you know, politics or what they believe should be a law, or, you know, whatever. Like, when we get to that's when you really start to see what people's morals are. Like, morals and ethics, on top of anything, is really like where you are supposed to, where you show who you, like, what you are made of as a person, is with your morals and ethics. And the thing is that, in which you guys are supporting, you know, when it comes to between Kamala and Trump, you know, not to say that that Kamala ain't messed up, but she definitely ain't nobody. She definitely ain't a convicted felon. She definitely ain't got a few pictures out there floating with Mr. Epstein more than once, twice, thrice. Okay, so I'm gonna need, like, that's like moral and ethics. So the fact that, and it's Savannah Chrisley, and then Amber, I know we talked about Amber, like, it's just like politics, I just know. And you got to prep yourself as being a black woman. You know, I do want to speak up a little bit more, obviously, when it comes to politics, because I was going to do, like, because I want to do more on TikTok, and I feel like I needed to start doing more shorts as well. So I might start doing, like, just little snippets of just giving my opinion, like, in the shorts. But I always am hesitant, because it's like, the mental that it is with them racist ass MAGA people, and just like the people who ain't got nothing but just like misery to argue with people over all day. Like, it's just like, come on now. But it's for a greater cause, because what we not finna do, like Kamala said, we not finna go back. That's what we not gonna do. We is not going back. Our grandmothers have already fought for these rights, and why are they being reversed? Why are we having to fight for them again? Like, why is this something why is us making this a decision over our body? You know, why does that bother y'all so much, that we get to decide what we do with our body? Like, that's just really, like, you know, baffling. And it really kind of made me, you know, I watched a tweet where this, not watched a tweet, I read a tweet just in the midst of, you know, the presidency and calling everything, and somebody said that the reason that these men keep you know, trying to fight women on choices of contraception, you know, terminating pregnancies, abortion, or whatever, is because that then crashes the reality of the only things women can be is wives and mothers. That's literally the only thing that men expected women to be, is wives and mothers. And you know, the crazy part is, this was something I was thinking about the other day too. And like, the crazy part, you know, when you get a little high, you just start thinking and stuff. And I was just having a little session outside, and I was thinking, you know, just when the ganja hits you. And I really was just thinking, like, you know what is really crazy with the men who think that way? to me, when y'all throw this thing of like, oh, you know, the woman is a helpmate, she came second or whatever, and just how the Bible puts it, it's like a thing of like, okay, God puts us here to help you, right? We are the helpmate. So therefore we are a tool, right? Matter of fact, the very first tool that God gave you, if we are supposed to be all of these mighty things, not only did God set you up as the person coming from you, so you therefore know all of the powers in which this person is capable of. He just gave you your greatest tool in a different form than you guys. Whoever our creator is, whether it be God, Buddha, whatever you believe in, we could have been anything. We could have been two men, one guy. Like, men carry chromosomes that could got pregnant. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, we could have been created any which way, you know, but we were created for male and female. Reproduction could have been male on male, like however we were supposed to be created. But nonetheless, in this situation being, you know, man and woman, it's this thing of like, okay, if the story we're being told is that we're supposed to be a helpmate, and that basically, you know, God puts us here first, like to be your tool. You know what I start thinking? You know, it's like, well, you know, if we supposed to be a tool, then why don't y'all treat y'all's tools well? How are y'all wanting these great expectations and these great results out of women, but y'all don't treat y'all's tools well? Like, yeah, if y'all get what I'm saying, you know, like I was lit, but like what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, how are we supposed to be? Y'all are wanting these results out of women, these grandiose results of like, because if women, y'all call women all these things, we're hoes, we're sluts, we're gold diggers, we're all of these things, but we are still all of these things. If that's really what y'all think, we are all of these things because of what? Because of who? Because of why? Like, y'all think y'all have played no part in that? Y'all are wanting all of these great results out of women, but the things that y'all are feeding women is not going to produce that. So like, that's where I just be confused. Then it's like, not only that, I also think of it more in the aspect of, okay, if men truly do have this feeling of like, oh, you know, we're the leaders, and it's 2024, right? You know, we've come a long way since the inception. And you're telling me, the men of you who think like, oh, you know, she just need to stay home, cook, clean, wife, whatever, you know, mom and a wife. And it's like, you were given this woman to help you, right? As y'all say, God, this is your helpmate or whatever, to uplift, create all these things or whatever. And when you got with her, she had all these things, you know, because that's most of the time we see a man will get with a woman and she'll have all the things. But then it's like, damn, where did all them things go? And so under your leadership, that's it. Like, that's where she got to. I thought we supposed to be like progressing. And if we're 2024 and y'all are still telling women to act like we're in the 1960s, that's not leadership behavior. Like, it might sound crazy, but like in my head, like, I hope y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just like, in that mindset, I just really be thinking like, some of you men, we're continuously, time is only going to get, y'all really are telling women, y'all stay back there. Everything else is supposed to get smarter, but women. But y'all want women to still then help y'all. How do we help y'all be y'all's best when we ain't even at our best? Like, that, you see how like that mindset don't make any sense? Like, it don't make any sense. But nonetheless, y'all, Kamala, she done set it off, okay? We're about to set it off in this mug, okay? About to have, you know, the black people out again, the black women's. I think what they said is that she raised like 81 million, if I'm not mistaken. Trump is pissed, y'all. I know he pissed because he did not have a game plan for this. And this is another thought I just thought of as well that made me think about it, because it was a thing of like, okay, if Biden was going to drop out, why did he not do it sooner? But this really, when I second thought about it, it really was a great call to wait till the last stretch, because at the end of the day, when it comes to politics season, you get political fatigue just from the debates. Like, obviously with like everything is always super heightened during political season. Now we've reached the end of the campaign one, so money has been spent, okay? So you now have less money to, try to pay for, because they paying Fox, CNN, all them, that all the mainstream media. We know how they do. And so it's like y'all spent all this money paying for advertising for old Sleepy Joe, and that shit's paid for, right? It's already done. It's already paid and posted full. Like y'all got basically unusable footages, okay? And now, like, y'all have no idea what to do with this game plan, because now Trump is the old senile white man. Now you are the oldest, like, president, like, or like runner. So it's just kind of like, now it was easy for him to point the finger at Joe, because Joe basically was a mirror. Like, there's too much to be like, for them to be just like reminiscent of each other on. But now that we have two completely different, like, looking candidates, Trump don't know what to do. And the fact that it's a woman, there ain't nothing more a man hate, insecure man. I'll put it that way. Ain't nothing more than an insecure man hates is a woman. And so now he already trying to back out the debate. I heard they talking about he already trying not to do the debate. No, sir. Step up and get this work, okay? And Kamala, I'm gonna need you to step pussy up, okay? If you gonna go out there, I'm praying for you, because I know the daggers is getting thrown your way, but bitch, you gonna step pussy up, okay? All right. all right, y'all. So another thing that happened over, I'm just trying to think of everything that just like was going on. Shoot, Kamala, we had the presidency. What else happens? Y'all scream things out. Maybe it'll reach my mind, because I'm just trying to think of what I was scrolling on today, because I was watching TV shows. I watched Love and Marriage on Ooh, Trisha, girl, we gonna talk. I'm gonna talk about that in the review. But girl, Trisha, girl, this is why you're supposed to take charge. Don't let no nigga blow your spot. Like, dang, you, the block is hot. Ugh, little girl, Trisha. Who else? What else popped off this week? Ice Cube. Ice Cube, I remember that when he said that he felt like P. Diddy was getting targeted. I really liked Ice Cube, but the more and more I watch him, I'm starting to realize he's still an old head at the end of the day, And so to have this concept that, like, oh, he's getting targeted, maybe he is. But if he's getting targeted, it still doesn't take away his bad actions. And what's even really crazier is the fact that you black men keep forgetting that y'all are black. Y'all are not going to be able to get away with the same shit that the white men do. So if he's getting targeted, it's because he's a black man in America. And if you don't want to have to deal with the legal system, then how about don't do illegal shit? Like, that's it. That's all. If you already know the justice system is crooked, why would you put yourself in a situation to have to be, have your fate in the hands of a crooked system? And then we supposed to feel bad because the system's doing exactly what it do. And so because he's getting targeted, I'm supposed to feel sympathy for him. Why? You watch that man drag Cassie for dear lights in that hotel, and you supposed to feel bad, but you feel like, okay, he getting targeted. What? I like, to him, it just always seems like, especially with men, like, the consequences that come from men's actions, always, they seem to have more sympathy for that than a woman who's in a detrimental situation. Like, it just baffles me sometimes. Like, it really does. Like, the men always seem to be expressing some type of sympathy for niggas that don't deserve it and who are a detriment to the community, and give you niggas who call yourself the nice guys, the good men, the bad name. I think I tagged Erica De Niro in it the other day, and it was basically like a dude. He was like, if 1 out of 10 men are bad and the other 9 do the rest, what the fuck are we? And if 1 out of 10 men are bad and the other 9 don't do anything, then what the fuck are they there for? And it's kind of like, thank you. I think men convince themselves it's good enough to just not do it. Like, well, I don't do that. Well, it's not good enough for you to not do these actions. You need to start speaking up when they happen. That's what we need men to start doing. It's not enough to just not be a rapist, okay? It's not enough to not, be a man who beats on his wife. When you see that, what are you doing? And men have constantly told us time and time again through social media when we've seen things happen, well, I'm not going to put my life on the line for no stranger. I still got to make it home. Cool. Got it. So if that's the case, then if y'all are sitting here saying that the first thing y'all are telling women is protect and provide, and niggas, y'all ain't doing either, okay? The stats is out there, y'all ain't doing neither, okay? So if we can't even get protection outside the house or inside the household, because hey, well, it's crazy, because when you're outside the house, that's why you're supposed to have a man, because for your man to protect you. But then the one person that's actually supposed to be protecting you is the one person that's literally putting your life at risk every damn day, and you gotta sleep with one eye open, okay? The stats are at y'all ain't doing y'all's jobs, y'all's duties, okay? But Ice Cube saying that really just kind of was like, oh, I see how you think, Ice Cube. And that's where I had to remind myself, he's still all head at the end of the day. And I'm sure he probably witnessed a lot that P. Diddy did, or that other men in the industry did, and turned his head, as they usually do. And then look at women, and then still have the nerve to ask for femininity and softness when you watch that niggas do to women, your homeboys do to they women. It's just like baffles me. It really does. Y'all know how shitty dudes are, which is why y'all literally like rebuke the idea of having a daughter, because then you have to worry about all the that you did. Y'all feel like it's gonna come back to haunt you. It's that bad. Y'all know men are that terrible that y'all are literally warning women since inception to stay away from them. But then when women decide, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stay away from it, and you know what, I'm also gonna stay away from it and not give that nigga kids, or like have kids with him. See, that's the hook, line, and sinker though, is the kids aspect of it. Because at the end of the day, what is always the one thing that niggas use to tie women to them? It is the kids. And I was literally gonna say this other day on TikTok. I was gonna make a video, and I was like, it might be an unpopular opinion, but damn it, I said it. First things first, if you have a kid with a man and he in no way has participated in raising that child, do not put his last name on that birth certificate. Do not give that child that man's last name. If that man has done absolutely nothing to help raise that child, he does not deserve to continue to have any namesake, because that's what it's all about. I want my legacy to continue, my name to carry on. Your name carrying on, but wait a minute, you didn't even put in on this, man. Like, and we see all the times where it's always a story of like, oh, when these dudes get famous, it's like, my mama, she was the one who hold it down, like did everything, and it's like, right, your mama was one who did all that, but here it is now. The last name is still of some man who didn't even play no part. Like, his name is the thing that gets to continue, right? While in the shadows, the women are the one doing all the grunt work. And it's just kind of like, I really rate, like, Erica De Niro, she said it perfectly. She's like, it's like going to school, doing the work, and then somebody, where you do that class project, and then the person who put in 20% try to like add their name on it and then still get full credit. It's like, bitch, I did this work. Just because you put the 2 little paragraphs at the end, and now we done got 100, and now you think that, oh no, nope. And dudes, like, they feel like they put their little 20% in when y'all send that lousy ass child support check. It's not about the money, the effort. It's the effort, the energy, the everything that goes into raising these kids. Oh, y'all make me sick when these, and then y'all, cause that's another video. But yeah, it just really, I think that's one of the things I thought about the other day. I was like, this might be an unpopular opinion, but don't give, don't give him the opportunity of his last name continuing. And I know a lot of men are gonna be pissed off about it, and I don't care, because that the truth is the truth is the truth. Y'all sit there and love to have this conversation about being men, but the last thing that y'all really want to do is actually have to be men. That's what y'all complain about. Y'all know how hard it is to be a man. Yeah. And you know what's even crazier? You don't even have to live the hard life of being a man. These are just society standards. Society is telling y'all how to act as men. You don't have to sit there and put yourself in the leadership, the place of the leader role. You don't have to do that. If you ain't got the qualifications, don't do it. You don't do it. But the problem is, men need that ego strokes, right? That's why they create these homes, these families, these kids. It's like a status symbol for men, like, yeah, I'm in charge of something, right? And so it's just kind of like they can't help themselves but sit there and create all these situations because they need that ego and masculinity stroked, when in actuality they ain't got shit going on in their life. So they need to keep women and children around to make them feel like they've accomplished something, when in all actuality you ain't done shit. And the only reason you got half the shit that you do now is because you've been, scamming women up off it, from your auntie to your mama to the 3 baby mamas that you been around on. So yeah. And another thing too, I was thinking about, ladies, stop giving these niggas babies. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Just because you love him does not mean you're supposed to have his baby. Ooh, just because you love him don't mean you're supposed to have his baby. Okay? Period. And that be that. I'm trying to think if there's anything. I know there was just so much stuff that happened, but now my brain is just going into a fog. All this stuff. I'll be back, you guys, because I'll be back. I forgot where I'm waiting at, for where I'm waiting at. So I got a little bit of Wi-Fi. Let me go scroll, and then I'll be back, maybe. Okay, you guys. Because my brain is just not working right now. Or if I don't come back, it was just a rant. We were just sitting here talking. I'm just trying to come back and get to chit chat with you guys, and just off the top of the dome, whatever we talked about. But if I come back, I come back. If I don't, I don't. I appreciate your opportunity. And yeah, make sure to hit that like button.